Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your regularly scheduled programming, baby. We're in the building. We're live. We are live Sunday night through Thursday night, coming at you guys hot and ready like your local Little Caesars, baby. Served up, not $5 anymore, certainly around $7, but we're still in there. Let me turn on monetization so I can make like $1 or two, quite literally, if it ever loads. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But it's good. It's good. We're in there, baby. We're in there. If you guys hear my daughter in the background, it's 10 o'clock and she's still wide awake. So I'm going to put that out there. Because, you know. It's a little crazy out here. It's a little crazy on these Wall Streets, baby. Let's go. What is going on? What's going on? Mods in the house? Me too, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. How are we feeling? Apes strong together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Win Lambo. Chris, that's iconic. Win Lambo. That's the most iconic thing ever. Or like Simon say, quoting Ape Father. Mr. Simon, you gotta quote Ape Father real quick. Oh, let's go. Hit that like on the way in. Yeah, the like button, I heard it's being shorted lately. It's a crisis, honestly. I mean, why would you want to short the like button? Don't short the like button. Don't short the subscribe either. On that note, done. Hit the like button just like AMC. Hit the like button like you hit the order flow, baby. You hit the ask. You're buying those stocks, baby. Let's go. Futures all green. Amazon saved the Amazon did save the markets. And in a quite dramatic way. I mean, Amazon did not have the best earnings, but it's the one segment of earnings that analysts were most concerned about, or that trading algorithms were most concerned about, because the algorithms, when it comes down to earnings, they're focused on a couple key metrics, obviously revenue, all of that. But even though Amazon didn't quite hit its revenue numbers or expectations, and they actually guided lower, they beat on their cloud revenue, which does drive about 80% of their free cash flow and their operating margins. So that's a great thing. And the growth story is here to stay. Let's Oh man. Today was a good day. We hit quite a few trades. Woo, gotta calm down a little bit. It's gonna get a little crazy. We've seen a huge after hours move, man. What? 1% in after hours, like immediately after Amazon. This took the whole markets up. What did Amazon actually do, though? I believe it dipped a little bit during its earnings call. You could see AMC up 2.69% in after hours. That's a big move. AMD up 2.39%. Amazon and Apple save the day. Crazy. Amazon was actually up a little bit more too. I mean, they were up like 17, 18, 19% when the report first came out. So people are going to be excited. Amazon, I mean, it's still not quite at the level, it still has a lot of potential upside if people do price that in really good. The jobs report is going to be interesting, though, and that's going to be a key for market participants. And ironically, if the jobs report is bad, like really bad, and I should pre-reference this by saying the White House announced and said that anybody that didn't go to work during the time period, I forget what the actual time period was. It doesn't really matter. But whoever was out sick because of Omicron will be counted as not working for the jobs report. So they've been trying to give this a soft landing and basically tell us that, hey, the jobs report is going to be really bad. So if it comes in really bad, I mean, it could actually be a positive because markets might say, hey, jobs aren't as hot as the Fed is saying, maybe they won't be so hawkish to raise rates and do all of that. So that's going to be a key, and that's going to be very important. Apple is going to, it has a big weight on the markets as well. And I think Amazon, out of anything, is going to show that people are still, there's still a lot of consumer demand. So that's why I did play Apple puts for total transparency. I got a little bit extra time on those though, February 18th. And they're kind of close to the money to play any potential downside on that. I don't think we're out of the woods as far as the markets are concerned, but we're definitely probably going to hold a certain range until we do get that CPI announcement February 10th. And that is, I believe, next Thursday. So we have this weird time frame where the markets have more good news than bad news as of right now. Depending, the jobs report could shake a lot of things up, but it looks good as of right now. Snapchat is the real winner, though. Oh my God, Snapchat killed it. Just killed it on all metrics. And this is really a first that Snapchat produced a net profit to the bottom line, but they grew revenue. And they guided up instead of Facebook. They guided down, and they grew users. They grew their user base compared to Facebook. They did not grow their user base. So Snapchat could be a big winner, and I think there's still an opportunity to get trades if you don't already, because quite frankly, Snapchat at $39 is still far off of its 52-week high at about $83. So that's going to be important. As far as AMC, it's going to be good as well. Vlog in the house, baby. This is dope. We all have a place to collab ideas and build momentum. Let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. I need this to end the month. How many more hedge funds have gone down? Probably a lot. I mean, Facebook really killed a lot. Facebook destroyed a lot of hedge funds. I mean, they hedged, sure. Hold on, what's this? They definitely hedged somewhat, I'm sure, for earnings, but they did not hedge all of that out. So, oh, wow, this is interesting. I may actually make a video about this because this is a big deal. AMC secures $950 million bond deal in bid to pay down debt. AMC received investor commitments for a new $950 million bond deal that it will use to pay down maturing debt and related fees. The movie theater chain initially planned to sell $500 million in bonds. Refinancing to push debt maturities out can help AMC save cash and pay down interest and other notes that are due sooner. What's the actual... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to get a video on this, so make sure you guys don't short the like button on that one later tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow morning. It's a little late, but... AMC Entertainment struck a deal to refinancing its debt, nearly doubling the size of the bond offering it made early Wednesday. That's showing a lot of good demand right there, too. AMC received investor commitments for a new $950 million bond deal that it will use to pay down maturing debt and related fees. The company had initially targeted a deal size of $500 million with an interest rate of 10.5%. The new bond will carry an interest rate of around 7.5% and extends the maturity by 4 years to 2029. Issuing these senior secured notes is a next step in CEO Adam Aron's bid to improve AMC's financial position. Wow, that's good news. I mean, they're going to save, what, 7.5%? They're going to save 3%. I mean, that makes it from not sustainable at 10.5% to at least sustainable at 7.5%. That's cool. That's cool. How many more positive reviews until MOAS? I mean, shit. Could be, I don't know. Good question. Good question. Snap was a big banger. That's true. This is not financial advice. I'm an entertainer, piano player, baby. It is the one, the only Simon in the house, baby. Oh, man. Oh, dude, Simon, you got to make a video doing it exactly like he does and post it. Yeah, Snap was oh my God, Snap's ridiculous. Snapchat can move off earnings, but wow. What the hell? WrestleMania, baby. WWE had earnings today? What? That was like my favorite when I was a kid. Like Rey Mysterio, Batista, what? Triple H, Shawn Michaels, what? Heartbreak Kid, right? That was my jam. WWE. Oh, what the hell? I knew they had a stock, but oh wow. Oh, they were popping in 2017. Wow, a lot of paper hands in the 70s. Possible. I mean, human psychology is definitely going to play a role, but people tend to hold on like on a human psychology base until momentum slows down. But I think AMC is a little bit different in the sense of people have really high price targets, and you might get some people, but I don't think enough to change everything, if that makes sense. Type in your average price for AMC. Mine is 17. Mine's about 37. I mean, I had a lot of shares at 5, but I've spent a lot higher dollar amount in the low 40s, mid 40s, low 40s. It's crazy how much the Discord has grown. Like, it's insane. I remember being there when there was like 10 of us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you guys want access to all of the trades, join a great trading community. Check that out, linked in the description of the live stream. That has grown quite substantially, and people are just making a killing too. I mean, jeez. Some people are killing it. I mean, I've been doing good too, but it's good to see everybody is doing good. Like, look at this. Like, what? The Facebook put we had, right? He bought this for $64. Sold out at almost $3,000 gain. That pays for the cost of this program for probably your whole life, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to do that math, but probably damn near your whole life. Crazy. But yeah, it's cool. I really like it. Do you think the computer running the algorithm will shut down after the transparency rule kicks in? I think they'll be programming in like what to do. So like the same way you get earnings reports that come out, and literally 5 to 10 seconds after the report is out, the algorithms have scanned through it and the stock is heading higher or it's heading a lot lower. The same way you get those kind of moves, they're probably pricing in the algorithms to do something when that is announced. Once that report comes out, so to make this make sense more, is the same way earnings reports come out with like the company websites, with the investor relations and the SEC filings. The same thing I think the algorithms are pricing in and scanning for that report that's going to come out, for that legislation, whatever word you want to call it. Once that transparency situation comes out and is approved, I think that's when you will see a reaction in a lot of shorted stocks. Kind of the same way you see earnings reports that just move the stock like crazy. Like it's not really people that are buying the stock most of the time when you see these big earnings moves. That's algorithms. So I think it'll do something along the same lines. I don't think they'll like shut down, but it'll probably send a lot of stocks up really fast. Best money I've spent. There we go, baby. Love to hear it. I love to see people make money. Even people that don't like me, I love to see them make money too. Yo, what up, Apes? What up, Tyler? Crazy day today. Yeah, baby. Baby, let's go. Oh, yeah. AMC, I mean, it had a strong after hours too, up 2.69%. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Good to see familiar faces. Brenda, Julie, we got the females. Let's go. Probably will be a morning pop tomorrow, but the rate of the rise will be dependent on jobs report. Oh, yeah. I mean, let me ask you guys. Do you think if the jobs report is really bad, that the markets will have a bullish reaction? Because the jobs report is expected to be about 150,000 jobs that are added. But considering Omicron and everything else, I mean, you could potentially see a loss of 500,000 jobs or more because they're counting people that got sick and didn't work during that time frame as not working. So I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. But I think it'll probably be a bullish thing, if anything. I mean, Snapchat and Amazon just killed it. First ever quarterly net profit. That's big news. The growth story is still here. AMC rips every time we test the golden pocket, so we tested the other day. Making an inverse head and shoulders. We should see a crayon 214 and top side extension is 260. Oh, yeah. That would be nice. Shit. I will take that. Looking at the options, they will probably hold it in the $15 to $16 range tomorrow. Not enough in the money calls to cause any more of a rise. Yeah, let's actually take a look at do have man in the trading group, we actually got some forward puts too. That could be a really nice move, potentially to the downside too. I know I'm gonna take a look at the option flows for AMC in 1 second, but I do want to see exactly. Yeah, it's down 4% after hours. We got $19 puts, right at about $19. So if you see that follow through, that could be a really good cheap play too. I went a little bit bigger on that one though, so it should be good. But the options, what are the institutions doing? Yeah, it was not very bullish today. 11 orders totaling 3.75 million, positive order value of 24% over the past week, positive order value of 40%, and 94 orders totaling 32.83 million. So we take a look at September 16th, $17 put, about $150,000 order. July 15th, $20 put, $184,000 order. A call, a March 18th, $16 call, $105,000. A put for $212,000, $14 strike. Somebody did a daily. I'm just like, what? What? Expiring today. A $15 put for $91,000. Like, who the hell is doing that? Another one, too. $15 put for... So what was the break? So they lost on that trade, right? What did AMC close at? That's funny, huh? Yeah, with the after hours move, 40 cents. What AMC was 15. Yeah, they lost on those daily trades. Look at that. They lost. They didn't even hit break even on those. Wow. Sucks to suck. Don't do daily AMC puts for hundreds of thousands. Jeez. YOLO, baby. That's what they did. They literally said, YOLO, $15 puts incoming, dailies. What? And that after hours move counts towards the options too. So that 2.69% clapped those daily puts. Hell yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, don't short the like button. Mr. Simon says, don't short the like button. And Eric Cuddle. And Vlog for that matter. Said don't short it. Feeding the duck, be careful. S&P futures up 1.03. Yeah, Ford was the one that really kind of dropped the ball, but good thing they're not like a huge weighting on the markets. Ford shares fall after fourth quarter earnings significantly missed Wall Street expectations. And Ford could gap fill down to 16. That's really why I wanted to trade. Like a 200-day moving average. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. Please, Ford. Please, we make like 5 G's if that happened. Shed link with all your peeps you care about. Yeah, let's feed them some knowledge. Love to feed them some knowledge. Or the haters, too. I love to argue with haters, too. Did you watch the Marco Metzler Boss Blunt's interview? No, I have no idea. I've seen, the Boss Blunt's guy before. Don't really watch him, though. But I appreciate what they're doing. If they're talking about AMC and spreading knowledge. If you want to fill me in, most certainly appreciate that. But, no, if you guys didn't see the videos yesterday, look, September 16th, $10 call on AMC. This was a big trade. They paid $7.92 or $792. So that break even $17.92, and that was a $721,000 order. Some of the call longer dated call positions institutions are putting on are pretty large. 130,000 right there, but January 20th, 2023, a $20 call with a break even of $26.50. January 2023 is coming around the corner faster than you would think. That's crazy. A $26.50 break even. That shows, it shows something. That's for sure. A lot of longer dated ones. AMC daily? What? Lots of puts, though, for sure. A lot of artificial shorting on the put side. Sup, dude? Put master. What do you think of the 1348 strategy? I mean, it's not my kind of a strategy personally, because it's technical. I mean, if you're in well, I should say it like this. Technicals help when you're actually in an already up movement. If you're in an up trajectory or a down trajectory, then technicals will help. But if there's not an underlying reason the stock is moving in one direction or the other, technicals don't matter. But say there's good news, right? And you're playing that strategy or any other technical indicator, that's when they matter. If you just see the stock moving up on its own without any real fundamental news or no announcement or anything, it could mean there's maybe one coming, but it doesn't hold as much weight in my eyes unless there's some kind of news or something behind it. Those are the best trades, like news trades or stuff like that. What do you think of Amazon after hours? Ooh. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's definitely helping a lot. It doesn't look as strong as Snapchat, but it's still, I'm not going to argue with it. That's for sure. Snapchat was more solid, just up, little down during the earnings call and straight back up again. Amazon was a little bit more choppy, but, for good reason. Amazon had good and bad out of their report, but looking good overall. AMC looks hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Last ditch effort for the hedgies? Probably. Yeah. I mean, they're kind of getting carried away with the options that they're doing. I mean, you're gonna put that kind of money on short-term puts. Like, look at this one, March 18th, an $18 strike put. Paid $3, so break even. What is $14.85 if I'm doing my math correctly there? But they put $1.1 million on that. That's a large short-term trade. Oh, jeez. Up, Dawn Riders, let's go, baby. Puts or calls on SPY tomorrow. Is it safe to go with calls since Amazon killed earnings? I mean, probably. It's all going to depend on the jobs report. And I would probably wait. I don't like to make trades as much in the first, like, half an hour of trading. I know that's when you get the most volatility, but you could see a big drop in the SPY. You could see a 0.5% drop in the SPY, and then it recovers, like we seen today. The SPY went down like 0.5% right off the morning. Quick. Well, it went up and then came down like 0.5% in the first like half an hour, and then started to rally again. So if you had bought puts, down here, I mean, you lost until the end of the day unless you held them all day. So, I mean, if you just believe in a direction, it could be good. But I mean, you're in a weird state where you don't, after this jobs report, you don't have that much economic data that is coming out or that markets really care about until February 10th. And then you do get inflation. And that's going to be the key to everything. Inflation is going to cause a big move. February 10th. And then March 10th is the next inflation reading. And then March 16th is the Fed meeting. And that's going to be important. Oh, jeez. Wasn't Rivian a big part of Amazon earnings? Yeah, also the cloud computing business and the advertisement business was pretty good too. But they did slightly miss on revenue. Yeah, like $200 million. So it's like small for Amazon, but they did beat on AWS revenue. And that's what the algorithms were paying attention to, was AWS revenue came in at $17.8 billion versus $17.37 billion expected. So they beat on that about $450 million. So that's quite substantial considering AWS is not a huge segment of their business at all. It's like not like 10%, maybe 9%. So that's what the algorithms were focusing on. And I mean, if they would have missed a lot in actual revenue, then I mean, that could have sent the stock down, but AWS beat, and then the earnings per share were also good. Really good. I mean, they beat earnings per share by about $2.20 per share. So that looks good right there. Fourth quarter sales grew 9.4%. So good. That's Amazon's first period of single-digit growth since 2017. So it looks like it's slowing down, but their cash, I mean, their largest segment of their business that generates the highest percentage of profits and operating revenue is AWS. So if that grows to be a big business, then I mean, there's still a huge growth story with Amazon. If it doesn't, then that's why Amazon would have got clapped, but it's good. So yeah, Snap and After Hours. Yeah, we grabbed the $32 April calls, so they're in the money. I mean, and we bought those for $160, I believe, around there. So they're in the money, like $700 at the close a piece. So that's good. Snapchat, yeah, that was a nut. That was a crazy Snapchat move, but it's deserved. I mean, they were down 23% today. That's just crazy. An increase in bill. Yeah. They also increased the Prime membership price. I'm trying to find out if Pelosi has a Patreon or a Discord. Yeah, that would be, that wouldn't be bad. If futures stay green by tomorrow morning, I think it will rise in the morning. Might cool off in the afternoon. Jobs report and overall sentiment of pending rising interest. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Amazon. I mean, yeah. It's very possible that that you could see a bigger move on Amazon, because they're only up, if you take into consideration like the drop that we've seen today, they're only up, and only, I mean, 7% ish, give or take. Still a big move for Amazon, but could they go higher? Definitely. Should I invest in Amazon? Not my favorite. I mean, the chart is not the greatest because they've had growth concerns, and if you're investing in Amazon right now, you're really bagging on AWS becoming a big business, and over time it will. But with stocks even like Snapchat that are trading at $39 off of their $83 high, I think there's a better growth story in other names. But is it bad? Would I be like, hey, laugh at you because you bought Amazon? No, it's not bad. Close call on Amazon puts. Yeah, Amazon AWS saved them. That's good though. Yeah, because I mean, Amazon premiums. I was gonna buy puts too, but dude, the $2,000 next week puts were like $700. I'm like, no way Amazon is gonna drop from $2,700 to $2,000. Like, I was thinking $2,500 to $2,200, not $2,000. I mean, that's putting you at 20, pre-COVID levels. That's just, no, it was too expensive. So I didn't end up doing it. I mean, good thing. But I'm glad you didn't get screwed on that side either. You would have made a lot of money intraday if you would have got filled, but not after hours. Premiums were just crazy. Snapchat was too. Snapchat was crazy too. That's why I was like, I opted for more time because you're paying less premium by going out a little bit. But look at that, just that red candle. Actually, I want to see, could Snapchat short squeeze? Probably not. But Snapchat up 55% is definitely going to get a lot of attention. What? 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 That's Snapchat? What the hell? Are you sure? No, that's got to be AMC. Yeah, that's AMC. I'm like, no way that's Snapchat. 21% short interest? Yeah, no way. Yeah, 4.6%. Okay. Sounds better. What price do you see AMC going to? A reality price? Yeah, someone got screwed, that's for sure. What do I see AMC going to? I like to say that it's, because I don't have like brackets. I'm not going to sell you guys on that. I really don't have brackets. And I think the stock wouldn't have to go to like $1 million for people to be happy with their investment. I think if the thing went to 1,000, people would be very happy. Do I think it could go higher? Sure. It comes down to what is the average that you think people in an aggregate, in a total, would hold on to their gains. Because it's easy to hold on to losses, because what are you going to do if you lost 60%? Are you going to take that loss, or are you going to wait for it to come back? You're going to wait for it to come back. You're probably not going to take that loss. Now, if you just hit a fat bag that could change your life, if it even 10x, if you put in 20 grand and now it's 200 grand or 250 or $500,000, are you going to hold on? Are you going to hold on until it hits $1 million? That's what you have to figure out in your own mind. And I think the answers to that could vary widely from person to person. Like, think to yourself, if the average person put in $1,000, when do you think they would sell? I mean, considering that, if they put in 1,000, then I think it's reasonable that a majority of people, or an average amount of people, would hold to at least that position went to 50,000, right? 25,000. Like, what number? It's hard to say. But that's the honest truth on what I would encourage people to do. What are you doing? She's going crazy. She's got her baby. Here you go. Thank you. Yeah, wait for it to come back. Exactly. I mean, no doubt. Me personally, I have a harder time holding on to gains than losses. Because if it's a loss, there's no way I'm selling it and taking that loss. But if I just hit a 10x trade, like Snapchat even in the morning, it's going to be like, damn, do I want to hold this? Like, that's my concept behind it. And I think that's pretty realistic. I think that's pretty average, to be honest with you guys. But what trades are you guys looking at? Source that information. We are not only AMC. We are active traders in there like swimwear, baby. Let's make you guys some money. Let's all make some money. What are your guys' trades? What are you thinking? I actually do want to give you guys a little trade idea that I'm looking at as well for another earnings trade. That could be good. Could be good. I'm obviously not a financial advisor. Before we start talking about this, I'm not a financial advisor. I may make money or I might lose money. We have a pretty good track record, but I might lose money. So don't put your whole life savings into anything that I say. But I think it could be really good. Yeah, so got to pre-reference that. Why do you say Big Green Day coming? Look at futures, my brother. Up 1%. NASDAQ up 1.82%. Now, the title of this video might be bullshit if we wake up tomorrow with like a $2 million loss on jobs report. It could be very bullish or very bearish. Because, the Fed's dual mandate, stable prices, and low unemployment. So, if in that sense, you're looking at like 2 million or 1 million jobs that were lost in the last quarter, investors might say, hey, Dad, dude, you guys hear that? You're so cute. Okay, I'll keep your baby. No, bye-bye. Investors might look at that as bullish, or they might look at that as bearish. Because the Fed is not going to help bail out investors, but that is part of their dual mandate, is for low unemployment. So it could be a really bullish thing, or it could be really bearish. Like, it would not surprise me to see the markets flip to negative 0.5% tomorrow, or, positive 3% across the board. Wouldn't surprise me either way, considering how big the jobs report is compared to the Fed's course of action as far as raising rates and all that. Anything that has to do with the Fed and raising rates or holding off raising rates, or the balance sheet holding off running those bonds off their balance sheet, any of that is going to be vitally important to the markets, and they're going to pay very, very close attention to that. Don't underestimate the Fed and, what the markets are going to think, because the Fed is what crashes or helps the markets. Like, the most recent crashes besides the pandemic, obviously the crash in March 2020 crash, the 2018 and 2019, all of this was due to the Fed. All of this. So these three major, four if you want to count, like that is one, that is one, that is one, and that is one. All of this was due to the Fed. And then also, this rally was due to the Fed as well. So the Fed is the single biggest influencer of markets. So anything that pertains to that, like jobs report, inflation, is going to be vitally important. And there's a lot of money to be made there if you do pay attention to what the Fed says and track that kind of nerdy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? But as far as the trade that I'm looking at, obviously, like I said, if you're just jumping on, not financial advice. I don't know for sure if it's going to make money or lose money, but it's looking really good in my opinion right now. It's going to be Square. You want to know why? Because Square's only about a $50 billion company. It's about 4 times, give or take, smaller than PayPal, but they are growing at about 26% revenue year over year. It's going to come in probably about 30% or more. And they'll have a lot of growing segments of their business. But like we've seen with Snapchat, and they don't have earnings until I think February 13th, I believe. Yeah, I think February 13th. Doesn't matter too much. It's a couple weeks away, right? So, I really want to know the exact date, though. Fuck, it doesn't say it anywhere on here. That's disappointing. But yeah, I believe it's March or February 13th or somewhere around there. But anyways, they've priced in, this move down has priced in a lot of negativity. So same thing with Snapchat or Amazon or some of these other stocks that have popped a lot. I mean, that Square chart looks a lot like this Snapchat chart that just went up 55% after hours. So if they have a decent report, if not a good report, it could be really good. But at the same time, you have the IV run-up, the implied volatility run-up on the calls and the put side heading into earnings. So what I'll probably do is buy a couple Square calls, likely calls, maybe tomorrow, maybe next couple of days, and ride those into the implied volatility heading into earnings, sell out some and keep a couple for free. Because if earnings are good, this thing could move. I mean, Square at $105 is insane. So I'm going to buy some more shares too. But, to see Square move back to 170, 180 would not surprise me. Or even 200 would not surprise me. So I think this one has the potential to move a lot. And I think it's probably undervalued given the long-term growth of Square that is to come. So I think it could be really good. It could definitely fall a little bit more, though. It's probably $80 is like your worst case 90, 80, 90. But it's like at that point, you're close to that. And that's like your 2020 pre-pandemic lows. Like, why would I not take Square at its 2020 levels? Pre-pandemic. When interest rates were low. or higher, before everything happened. Like, stupid not to. GoPro, any thoughts? I mean, GoPro was one of those stories back in the day that everybody got attached to. That just never panned out. 2014, 2015, it just ran up a lot. High expectations, came right back down. Could it be a good trade? Sure. I'm not sure exactly what the earnings have done, but I think investors overall have priced in that it's probably not going to have, obviously, a huge growth rate, but that's probably only going to become so big, right? So expectations are definitely low. And on top of, cameras, like what else are they going to be able to do? Wall Street is very forward looking. So they don't care really what's going on right now. They care about what you're going to be like in the next year or 6 months. And that's still very narrow-minded, very short-term thinking, but that's how Wall Street is. I personally wouldn't buy it. Not my thing. I'm more of a technology, look into the future, what's going to be big. I believe you were talking about earnings, though, yeah, but, I mean, they just had earnings today, so Not too much really left there, I would say. Personally, what's good, bro? What is going on? Solve housing by giving up your golf course, 17 plus golf courses in America. That's 150 acres a pop. That's 300 million plus an acre. How big is a golf butt? AMC is going sub $10. Get ready. I mean, it's possible. Definitely not tomorrow, but is it possible? Sure. I mean, I've called out this $15 level like for a while now, and it's just remained to be that level that we fight around. We go under for a brief period, we go back above. Under, back above. Under, back above. Like it's very textbook at this point. Like we in pre-market we're under 15, went well above 15, almost to 16, back down midway through the day, and then back up at the end of the day and in after hours. So it's like, I mean, $10, sure, is it possible? You're going to need a full-on market crash, though. I think even good earnings are going to be really good for AMC because we already know numbers are going to be good. What else are they going to announce? I don't think it matters too much because, one, like we were talking about earlier, the algorithms, they scan the earnings reports. So it's likely, in my opinion, that the algorithms didn't all catch the report that came out, the tweet that Adam Aaron put out. Obviously, there was an SEC report as well, but earnings have a little bit more oomph to them, for lack of a better word. So I do think we're going to probably see a bullish reaction, and even on a fundamental basis, I mean, AMC has come down so much that it's already pricing in on a fundamental basis a lot of bad news, just like Snapchat, just like Amazon. You could see a rally off of that. Like during a normal market, like if Snapchat was still, was $35 or $40 before this earnings report, would it have rallied 55%? Absolutely not. But it did because it was already pricing in the worst case scenario, like a $100 million, like $500 million loss or something crazy. The common sense investor make reaction vid to Rico's vid. What was Rico's vid? Good call on Square. I may do a strangle. Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. I think a lot of opportunity is going to be as well in like I said, like trading, even a large amount on a very bullish day, like it could be tomorrow, and then say you buy 10 contracts that are like $160 calls for April. So you're not going to get too crushed if the stock reverses midday, or the markets do. You could still have time to ride them out, worst case scenario. But if the markets are good and say the contracts go up 25-30%, you could easily sell out 8 of those, get your initial investment back, hold 2 for free, and if Square goes to 180, you just made $4 or $5 grand off those contracts for free because you already got your initial investment back. That's the best way that I like to play earnings in this market when things are moving big and you get a lot of premium IV running into them. But yeah, what did he say? The odds of the inverse head and shoulders coming to fruition and getting that huge leg up, wishing that would be the end. Same already. Again, show the chart showing these moves. When is AMC going back to the 20s? I mean, probably shortly. You're in your feels. I'm confused. Y'all are confusing me. Oh, Lou in the bat signal. I think he needs the attention. No new data to report, so I have to come up with something. I mean, why you picking on Lou, man? Why you picking on Lou? I'm just playing. How many years of experience do you have trading? Since 2017. So, I mean, more than your average retail investor. Not like a boomer. Not like a fucking, Not like a hedgy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, more than your average YouTuber. So, 50-50. You don't know about TA? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, TA. TA is one of those things that, you know, can look very good and fake you out so hard, like we seen with the inverse head and shoulder on AMC. It looked perfect. But it doesn't always work. You have to have some kind of underlying catalyst or something there. Which AMC is a different story because we know what goes on there. I mean, the short interest wouldn't be at June highs if what we have been saying was not true. So obviously, I mean, this validates a lot of what we say, if not all of what we say. Because why the hell are you shorting the stock like that that's already just beaten up? Like, are you really going to fucking, like, literally kick a dead horse? Like, are you going to do that? Like, what kind of pleasure do you get out of that? Are you a sick fuck? What's wrong with the hedge funds? You know? What more can you get out of it? Shit. You know? So, obviously, it's an egotistical battle. But technical analysis, you know. Did you play meta? Of course we played meta. We didn't show you? Look, this was $64 into $3,000. That was a good old DP. And there's good old IG Nico in the house. The closer and everybody else that is very much loved and appreciated in the alerts. Stop smoking so much. You sound silly. I'm just gonna assume you're not talking to me, okay? Okay. It's all love though. Hey, great investor, how will you know when the shorts cover? I mean, you'll see it in the price target. Well, price target. What the fuck am I saying? You'll see it in the price action of the stock. I mean, you'll know. They have 109 million shares that are shorted. Compared to the volume, you know, being 30 million to 50 million on a good day, typically. So you'll definitely see, but it's going to be something that forces them to cover. Like they should be covering right now, if like they were smart or if they just, I mean, realized what was good for them. Like, you've already got as much as you're going to get out of the stock. You've beat it down to its fundamental valuation. You would cover. The fact that they are not, and they're actually doubling down as far as the option flows and the short interest that is still climbing every single day. It just goes to show it's going to take some explosive catalyst, some news event, something that will force them to cover. Like force them to cover. Not a 10% move. Oh, are the shorts covering? No. Like force them to cover. Brokerage calls them up, or the bank, JP Morgan, says, yo, your margin account just went negativo. You're going to have to like wire us 100 million real quick, or we're going to have to take over your portfolio and sell some shit. And then they're going to be like, the apes got me, and cover. AMC dividend time frame. Ooh, now we're talking, baby. Up 1,300% today on Meta. Yeah, that's not bad. That's really, really good. Yeah, I think the trade, 64 into $3,000. What kind of percentage is that? I think it was like 3,000%, some crazy shit like that. Daughter wants to learn about stocks, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. We've seen the pull flag. We've seen the inverse head and shoulder. We see the falling wedge. They disrupt all patterns. Yeah, they do. Tyler, bro, I think this year will become legal if you want to smoke. I will buy it first. Oh, man. No, I had a very interesting life. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I'll get my mind ready for tonight's videos. Oh, there we go. We're going sub 10. Atari, bro. Stop it. I'm just playing. You are free to say whatever you want, but I think it's funny. You keep saying sub 10. Why? Why do you think it's going sub 10? Like, do you think the fundamental valuation isn't, close to here? Because I think the fundamental valuation is around 15. I mean, if you do the calculations on it, it looks pretty attractive at 15. AMC dividend time frame. Yeah, see, if they really do have a good 2022 and they start to get a lot of movies cranking and they can legally do a dividend, which I'm sure it would be no problem as long as they can make all their payments and they're profitable, which they will be free cash flow positive. Probably Q4, they'll probably announce that. I mean, they were a positive EBITDA, so they were technically profitable. But I mean, the time frame on that, probably end of the year, if not midway through the year. We don't have that much movies actually hitting theaters until like March, April, May-ish, June. Are you feeling dangerous, Tyler? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, give me the scoop. Said, are you feeling dangerous? I think I'm always feeling dangerous. It's pretty bad. Make this take off. I actually met Lou in person at the meeting in New York. He's ingenuine and as real as it gets. He had a huge gathering of people that day in Central Park. Yeah, I seen that. That was cool. I knew you were blazing. No, actually, I mean, I respect everybody, and I hope everybody does well. You know? Lou doesn't seem like a disingenuine person. I mean, he's funny. What do you think of AMC earnings and when? I believe AMC earnings are, what, March 1st? Or March something. But I mean, they've already let out their numbers, a couple, metrics of their earnings, and they were good. So it'll probably be a really good reaction. And they probably have more things to surprise us with, I'm sure. They always do. How the hell did I join your live? I was just watching Rico. I don't know, man. The YouTube algo is in favor of us tonight, I guess. It's funny, I should send you pics of my baby granddaughter watching stock videos. Train them young, brother. Train them young. I swear, she's going to be like, Dad, I'm done learning about stocks and charts. But, I wish somebody had done that to me when I was young. Because imagine what kind of portfolios we would all have if we started investing in stocks at like 15. Like the first time you got a job, you were just saving 10% and throwing it away into, back then it probably would have been your Amazons, your Microsofts, your Facebooks. Could have been really good. When Facebook drops another 25 to 50% is when the MOAS will happen. There we go. Yeah. Facebook was a huge cash park that got burned away. And I think a lot of retail investors took that money. I think your Discord saved my portfolio and my marriage. Oh, let's go, brother. Oh, I hope, man, I hope you hit the mother load. I hope you hit the big one. Hope you hit the big one. I mean, because there is bigger trades out there, too. I mean, with the strategy, it could go a long way. It could go a long way. But that's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's the algorithm. We talking fiat Earth here? Fiat flat Earth here. What? I mean, how many of us have been to space though? I mean, come on now. I'm just I mean, you guys heard about the flags flying on the moon? There ain't no air out there. Shit, bro. I could smoke to that one. I'm just. Oh man, I'm in a good mood tonight. It's good. Specoli. Avatar 2 will be huge. The disappointing thing about Avatar is that Avatar is not until December. What? Which sucks. What's up? These Amazon calls gonna go brr. Let's go. The fuck was SNDL at 29? Oh, never. It was the reverse splits they've done. I mean, I wish it didn't look like that on charts, but that's the same thing with like plug power, right? And it fools a lot of I mean, I remember like when I first started investing and I had looked at penny stocks and I'm like, this thing used to be $3,000 or $10,000, like maybe it'll go back to that. Knowing, I mean, now damn well it'll never go back to that. But I mean, if you look at something like Plug Power, it's had so many reverse splits that it literally says Plug Power used to trade at $1,565 a share. It never traded close to that. But it's had a lot of reverse splits along the way. To stay listed. I mean, for a long time, they struggled to stay listed. They were 11 cents. And then, I mean, reverse split. I believe that was a reverse split. Maybe it was the first run up. But, yeah. That's why reverse splits are not good. Not good at all. It always comes down after a reverse split. Apes to the Moon. Check out a stream games on YouTube about AMC Algo trying to show y'all. Oh, definitely. We can do that. I have. Here's a troll and probably bipolar. Ruh-roh. Batman movie with Lou turning on the bat signal. Okay, I got to see what you guys are talking about now. I'm thinking with that bucket hat, you should put some nose balm on and pull off an epic Spicoli. Spicoli? I wish I knew what Spicoli was. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I'm just slow. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. The spy about to tank too. You sound bearish, my friend. And I'm pretty bearish in the long term too. But I mean, I think until we get something that upsets the markets like inflation data, it's probably not going to tank too much. And I should say that it's already tanked besides the broad indexes. Like if Apple came down as much as Snapchat has fallen, the markets would be in a severe bear market right now. Like no doubt. 100%. You know, so that's what's ultimately going to cause the MOAS, you know. In my personal opinion, we could get short-term moves here and there, but shorts are not going to be forced to cover until your Apples of the world go into the dirt, you know, until your large stocks that have a lot of capital, or investors' capital, I should say, fall into the ground. like down like Facebook. Like if Apple fell 25% and hedge funds, I mean, they're not going to hedge for a 25% move to the downside. So they're going to lose a substantial amount of money, a lot of money they park there instead of parking in the bank or bonds, because who the hell wants to buy a bond with that's 2% when you have 7% inflation? So that's when you're going to see the end game of the MOAS. Yes, could we go back to 50, 60, 70 bucks off of a short-term short squeeze? Sure. Would the shorts be forced to cover if that happened right now? Probably not. Probably not. Now, if the SPY goes back down to 400 or 350, would they be forced to cover? Probably. With all of the margin, that's going to compound losses. Margin is at all-time highs, just off of all-time highs. But SBL loans, securities-backed loans, those are unaccounted for by most banks. So that's probably just as big as the overall margin levels that are reported to FINRA. So, I mean, when you think about it like that, you know, that's when shit really hits the fan. Night. TMI's Nike promo team. There we go. Movie Fast Times in Ridgemont High. Ooh, no idea what Fast Times. Okay, I gotta. What? No. Okay, now I gotta watch it. Jeez. How will you know the shorts cover? I mean, you'll see it. I'm sure reflected in the Ortex data, but you will see it reflected in the volume and the price action. Like, there is no way. I mean, they're just not covering. If there was any time to cover, it's right about now. And you're seeing nothing but the short interest going up, which tells me that you're going to need to see the markets come down and some kind of catalyst to really send the shorts to cover and send us higher. March calls on AMC. You think? I personally like the just the shares because they don't expire, and who knows how long it's going to take in all reality. But is it bad to throw out a couple here and there if you can afford, if you can afford them to go to zero? No. I mean, it's not bad. I like to say it's better late than wrong. Besides earnings, because we get a little crazy on earnings, but generally speaking, it's usually late than wrong. Because if you even get calls once you can confirm shorts are covering, once you see that first big day and the next day it's starting to rally, you'll still do very well. Less risky in my opinion that way, but not terrible. Facebook said Apple will miss earnings when his next Apple earnings call. Yeah, that's gonna be the big one. That's gonna be very important. That's gonna be one that I am heavy on puts. I mean, because besides this Facebook move, and to answer your question, they don't have it confirmed yet. They'll probably confirm it a month before earnings, so probably April-ish they'll probably confirm it. Or what the fuck am I thinking? Probably probably April-ish they'll confirm their next earnings. Probably have it in like May. Probably, if I were to imagine, May-ish. And then I mean, the Facebook move today took away $200 billion of market cap. The next biggest drop we've seen was on Apple, and it took about $150 billion of market cap away. And I believe that was 2019. Off of earnings. Was it this? No. I gotta take away these Bollinger Bands because I can't see shit. That's 17. Maybe it's 2018. Was it 2019? Yeah, I believe it was this right here. Maybe. No, when was it? I don't know. I read an article on it earlier. anyways, long story short, Apple can move pretty big if they upset. I mean, bigger they are, harder they fall when it comes down to it. Where is the damn earnings, though? I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. But, does lose signal mean MOS tomorrow? Lou has got it. Whoa, what happened? Everybody's saying Lou. What? To the bearish investor. I'm bullish on the long term. Like, I think the economy will be much bigger in the next 10, 20 years. I think in the next 50 years, we're going to be like some futuristic space tunnels and shit. Like, what's that show? Is it Futurama? I don't really watch TV, but I think it's that show where it's like the tubes and shit flying in the air. You're gonna have some shit like that in 100 years or 50 years or something. So I'm pretty bullish on the long-term markets. Like, I think if you're buying anything right now that's a quality company, you're gonna do well. You know, even AMC as well. Like, on a fundamental base, I think you'd still do well without even a short squeeze. But in the near term, things are going to get a little bit rocky in the next year or so. Definitely. Goes to 5, I'm going to buy every last share with my retirement money. Yeah. I mean, if it goes to 5. Says suck a buck. Should have retired. I mean, he lost $30 billion in about 5 minutes. You think we lost big on some options every now and again? Woo. Imagine that. It's like, what? If he's worth, say he's worth like $100 billion, he just lost like 30% of his net worth. He knew that was coming, though. He must have knew that was coming after terrible guidance. Like a social media company that's not growing anymore? Huh. Well, that was the end of it. Was good. Watching the live on the Patreon Discord. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hopefully you got some of the trades today. The forward puts look like they should do good, and the snap calls are definitely doing good. But if you didn't, there's always the next trade. There's so much opportunity out there. It's stupid. Hear people hoping it goes to 0 to buy dollar shares. Be careful what you wish for. Jeez. I mean, you're gonna, like that movie Don't Look Up, you're gonna need a legit asteroid to, like, 99.75% chance at destroying the world to get AMC down to $1. They just announced their a positive EBITDA. No way. Like, not even a market crash is going to do that. A market crash will not push AMC under $5. Like, that's off limits. Like, that won't happen. Unless people just stop going to movies or, like, a fucking Ebola plague breaks out. But statistically, you only have a pandemic every 100 years, literally to the day, or to the year. So we'll be wishing. Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, dude, I would go nuts. I would go nuts, baby. Dollar make me holla, baby. There we go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. And your 99-cent. About to get me after YouTube's cut, I'm about to get some of those what are they called? What is that candy called? That's like the gourmet chocolates that you can buy them like you can buy them in the bag, or you can buy them 2 for $1 that are like I'll get the white chocolate ones. They're so good. Gerdolis or something. So good. So good. I'm going to get some of those. Appreciate you. Yeah, we don't really use the free Discord in the description. The other one, it's like $20 a month. But you can ask questions over there. You can get any kind of one-on-one, kind of training, not financial advice, but you can do all that, join the community, and get access to the trades. And I mean, it might sound like $20. It's really not it's not something to make money from per se. Like, I don't do it to make money. I just want people to make money. But yeah, that's the one that we really use. I mean, vlogs in there. You got a couple other people that are in there. Vlog, IG Nico's been in there forever, and I mean, they'll tell you it's I mean, one trade can pay for it for like 10 years. I'm not gonna sell it on you, but I mean, $60 into $3,000. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, how do you get it? Well, it's on Discord. That's just the easiest way to do it. I've found. I was going to do it with sending out like text alerts, but some people, if you're not in America, then a lot of the texting services don't work for international. So yeah, but it's a good time. It's a good time. It's really grown, and people like to source trades in there too. So oh yeah, Big Blue CNC just got in there like today, right? Today, last night, maybe today. But it's a really cool place. I didn't sell at 72. Oh, let's go. Once one says we'll be the new Illuminati. Oh, dude, we're gonna run Wall Street. we already do, if you think about it. Like, we are a force to be reckoned with. Like, no doubt about that. But even more so. I mean, just imagine the greatest transfer of wealth. They talk about some finance YouTubers will talk about like the older generations passing money to millennials, and that's the biggest transfer of wealth. Oh man, we're about to be the biggest transfer of wealth from the hedge funds to us. It's gonna be great. They're gonna have to make a movie about us. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up. Gotta get the Z's in so we can get to work tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do, a lot of things to do, a lot of money to be made. So yeah, let's take a last look at the futures. They're looking hot, coming in hot for tomorrow. Dow's up about 0.5%, S&P 1.09%, NASDAQ up 1.86%. Oil is up decently, almost 1%. 10-year Treasury bonds are up a little bit as well. So yeah, it'll be the link in the description of this or in the pinned comments of I don't know if I did the 2 videos ago, I believe. The last video I was rushed, so I didn't think I actually put it in there, but yeah. Or you can email me, or any way you can comment on a video and I'll see the comment and I'll send you the link. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to all the mods, baby. Woohoo! Let's go. Let's go. Save Algo, all the familiar names. Hocus Potus, baby. All you familiar people. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hocus Potus. I gotta say that kind of slow because I want to say Hocus Pocus. So, all right, let's go. Let's go. I hope you guys enjoy your night. Kick back, relax, get ready. It's showtime tomorrow, baby. We ride at dawn. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. And until next time, don't I'm just playing.